Can you solve all these Class 10 History, Chapter 2, Nationalism in India questions? Who is a partisan? Excellent choice. Staunch party member is right. Champaran is in dash. Nice selection. Bihar is correct. Fitchi was formed by. Correct response. Indian merchants is accurate. Rowlatt Act came in dash. Smart move. 1990 is accurate answer. Who wrote Vande Mataram? Solid response. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay is valid. Who were the Sanatanists? Nicely done. High caste Hindus is solid. Name the liberal moderate. Well done. CR, that is right. The king of Turkey was dash. Strong choice. Khalifa is right. Gandhi's political guru was? Perfect. G.K. Gokhale is the one. Pune Pact was signed in dash. 1932 is the answer. The crescent moon represented. Well reasoned. Both Hindus and Muslims is correct. Rowlatt Act was also called as. Exactly. Black Bill makes sense. Who painted Bharat Mata image? Correct. Abanindranath Tagore is spot on. In which year Fitchi was set up? Excellent. 1927 is well reasoned. What is the weapon of the week? Well picked. Passive resistance is correct. When was Rowlatt Act was passed? Valid point. 1819 is true. Rowlatt Act was proposed in dash. Sharp thinking. 1919 is right. Who is known as Frontier Gandhi? Nice work. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan fits perfectly. Mahatma Gandhi ji returned in dash. Right again. Jan 1915 is valid. Brahmo Samaj was founded by dash. Smart pick. King Ram Mohan Roy is correct. Hind Swaraj was written by dash. Great job. Mahatma Gandhi is accurate. When was Gandhi-Irwin Pact signed? You got it. 5th March 1931 fits. Forced recruitment was happened in. Clear logic. Villages is sound. Where was Gandhi's ashram located? On track. Sabarmat is correct. Who wrote Vande Mataram as a hymn? Good job. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay works well. Hind Swaraj was written in the year. Right choice. 1909 is best. Who wrote the song Vande Mataram? You're right. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay is correct. In which year Pune Pact was signed? Good thinking. 1932 is. Truth Prayer Social was founded BP. Great thinking. Jyotiba Phule is right. The Arms Act disallowed Indians from. You chose possessing arms? Correct? Who is the head of the Islamic world? Nice selection. Khalifa is correct. What was the movement in Gudam Hills? Great thinking. Amilant Gariyala is right. Rowlatt Act was passed in which year? Correct. 1919 is spot on. Where Gandhiji did first Satyagraha. Well done. South Africa is right. Who founded the Indian National Army? Sharp thinking. Subhash Chandra Bose is right. The radicals of Congress was led by. Valid point. Nehru is true. Who wrote the famous book Hind Swaraj? Solid response. Mahatma Gandhi is valid. Emma Jakar was the member of the Dash. Well picked. Hindu Mahasabha is correct. The term begar means homeless labor. Smart move. False is accurate answer. In 1915, Gandhiji returned to India from. Good job. South Africa works well. What do you mean by the term Swadeshi? Right choice. One's own country is best. The split in the Congress took place in. On track. 1907 is. Who started protest in a ward? Nicely done. Baba Ramchandra is solid. Gandhiji returned to India in this year. Strong choice. 1915 is. Who was the leader of the Muslim League? Exactly. Muhammad Ali Jinnah makes sense. Author of the book, Anand Math, was Dash. Smart pick. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay is correct. Jallianwala Bagh incident took place in. Correct response. 13th April 1919. Two brothers who proposed Khilafat issue. Great job. Shaukat Ali. Muhammad Ali is accurate. Mahatma Gandhi returned to India in Dash. You're right. 1915 is correct. Who led the Peasants' Rebellion in a ward? Excellent choice. Father Ramchandra is right. In which year was the Pune Pact signed? You chose 1932 correct. The book written by Raja Ram Mohan Roy is. Bravo. Pillars is the answer. In which year Aud Kisan Sabha organized? You got it. 1920 fits. When did Gandhiji started his Salt March? Excellent. 11 March 1930 is well reasoned. Swaraj Party was formed by Jail Nehru and. Well reasoned. Chittaranjan Das is correct. What is the importance of 5th March 1931? Right again. Gandhi-Irvin Pact is valid. A militant guerrilla movement spread in. Nice work. Goodham Hills fits perfectly. Khilafat Committee was formed in Bombay in. Good thinking. 1919 is right. Dash organized Grand Delhi Durbar in 1877. Perfect. Lord Lytton is the one. Who organized Dalits into depressed class? Clear logic. Bhimrao Ambedkar is sound. When did Mahatma Gandhi violated salt law? Exactly. 6th April makes sense. In which year non-cooperation was adopted? Strong choice. 1920 is right. What system of government does India have? Well picked. Multi-party system is correct. By when Gandhiji designed his Swaraj flag? Nice selection. 1921 is correct. Vernacular Act was passed by Dash in 1878. Solid response. Lord Lytton is valid. Who created the first image of Bharat Mata? Correct response. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee is accurate. Which year saw the outbreak of World War I? Perfect. 1914 is the first image of Bharat Mata created by. Sharp thinking. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay is right. Ode Kisan Sabha was set up and headed by. Right again. Jawaharlal Nehru is valid. The first satyagraha of Mahatma Gandhi was. Good thinking. Champaran is right. When did non-cooperation movement restarted? On track. 1932 is correct. He proposed the partition of Bengal in 1905. Smart pick. Lord Curzon is correct. Miles were covered in Gandhiji's Salt March. Great job. False is accurate. Which out of the following is a state party? Excellent choice. Rashtriya Janata Dal is right. The first Governor-General of India was Dash. Correct. Warren Hastings is spot on. How the Swaraj in the plantations were seen? Nice work. Right to move freely fits perfectly. Who was the writer of the book Hind Swaraj? Valid point. Mahatma Gandhi is true. This party supported the partition of Bengal. Right choice. All India Muslim League is best. The demand for Purna Swaraj was formalized on. Excellent. December 1929 is well reasoned. When did the Great Economic Depression begin? Bravo. October 1929 is the answer. Who was the editor of Young India magazine? Well reasoned. Mahatma Gandhi is correct. From which country Gandhiji returned to India? Good job. South Africa works well. Which authority passed the famous Rowlatt Act? You got it. Imperial Legislative Council fits. When martial law was imposed, who took command? You're right. General Dyer is correct. When did Jallianwala Bagh incident took place? You chose 13 April 1919. Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali were the leaders of. Smart move. Muslim League is accurate answer. Who published the folklore of southern India? Well done. Nitisa with is right. Crops were failed in many parts of India during. Great thinking. Both are correct is right. On which date Jallianwala Bagh massacre occurred? 13 April 1919 is solid. Mahatma Gandhi returned to India in January 1915. Clear logic. True is sound. Where did Gandhi G start his famous Salt March? Excellent choice. Sabarmat is right. What was the color of the flag designed in 1921? Clear logic. Red, green and white is sound. How many demands were made in Gandhi-Irwin Pact? Valid point. 11 is true. The council elections were boycotted in Madras. Good thinking. False is right. The First World War was ended with the defeat of. Well picked. Ottoman Empire is correct. From when did the British succeeded to rule India? Excellent. After 1848 is well reasoned. Rowlatt Act was passed to put control on Indians. You chose true. Correct. When and where was the Caliphate Committee formed? You're right. March 1919 Bombay is correct. August Kranti in Indian history is also known as. Strong choice. To quit India movement is right. These were the two methods used by the extremists. Great job. Boycott and Swadeshi is accurate. Name a precursors of the Indian National Congress. Smart pick. East India Association is correct. The image of Bharat Mata was first created by Dash. Solid response. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay is valid. C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru formed the Swaraj Party. Exactly. True makes sense. Who announced a dominion status for India and when? Good job, Lord Irwin. 1929 works well. The idea of satyagraha emphasized the power of Dash. Correct response. Truth is accurate. Which one of the following is not a regional party? Right choice. The Indian National Congress is best. Gandhiji's Champaran Satyagraha was related to Dash. Correct. Indigo cultivation is spot on. Khilafat Committee was formed in Dash in March 1919. Great thinking. Bombay is right. Who is the founder of the Bahujan Samaj Party? Smart move. Kansharam is accurate answer. Name Dash where Satyagraha was launched by Gandhiji. Nicely done. All of these is solid. Which province did no boycott the council elections? Well done. Madras is right. When was Inland Emigration Act was passed by British? On track 1859 is correct. The Swadeshi movement in Deltaic Andhra was known as. Nice selection. Vande Mataram movement is correct. Khilafat Committee was formed in 1919 in the city of. Well reasoned. Bombay is correct. Every party in India has to register itself with Dash. Bravo. Election Commission is the answer. Who was the president of the Muslim League in 1930s? Sharp thinking. Muhammad Iqbal is right. When did the non-cooperation Khilafat movement begin? Nice work. 1921 fits perfectly. Who led the movement in Gudam Hills of Andhra Pradesh? Right again. Alluri Sitaram Raju is valid. The movement of peasants in Awadh was led by J.L. Nehru. You got it. Falls fits. Who founded the Depressed Classes Association in 1930? Perfect. Dr. B. Ambedkar is the one. The infamous Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place on 13 April 1919 is solid. The Indian tricolor was first designed at the time of. Sharp thinking. Swadeshi movement is right. In which year did the Simon Commission arrive in India? Clear logic. 1928 is sound. Where did the brutal Jallianwala massacre take place? Smart move. Amritsar is accurate answer. When did the Salt March was started by Mahatma Gandhi? You're right. 12 March 1930 is correct. At which place did Gandhi make salt out of seawater? Solid response. Giving is valid. State the correct order of satyagrahas did by Gandhi ji. Strong choice. Champaran Kada Ahmedabad Route is right.
What was the other name of the non-cooperation movement?
Smart pick. Boycott movement is correct. A prominent newspapers of the late 19th century was Dash. Excellent. The Times of India is well reasoned. In which year did the Chori Chora incident take place? Excellent choice. 1922 is right. Name the sannyasi who was an indentured laborer in Fiji. Right choice. Father Ramchandra is best. Which among the following passed the Rowlatt Act of 1919? Right again. Imperial Legislative Council is valid. Depressed Classes Association was organized in the year. Correct. 1930 is spot on. Sipar Das and Motilal Nehru founded the Dash Party in 1923.
Good job. Swaraj Party works well.
The council elections were boycotted in most places except. You chose Madras? Correct? He said, "Freedom is my birthright and I shall have it." Nice selection. Tilak is correct. In which city did Mahatma Gandhi launch Satyagraha in 1919? Well reasoned. Ahmedabad is correct. The session in which non-cooperation movement was adopted. Good thinking. Nagpur session is right. Gandhiji believed in that Dash could unite all the Indians. On track. Dharma is correct. Federation of India Commerce and Industries was formed by. Valid point. Indian merchants is true. The nation is most often symbolized in which of the forms? Great thinking. Figures and images is right. When did Mahatma Gandhi return to India from South Africa? Well done. 1915 is right. Champaran Satyagraha was also called as Peasant Satyagraha. Correct response. False is accurate. In Ahmedabad, cotton mill workers went on strike because of. Great job. Wage hike is accurate. Who led the British cops during Jallianwala Bagh massacre? You got it. General Dyer Fitz. Who himself took interest to revive folklore in West Bengal? Bravo. Rabindranath Tagore is the answer. When did the infamous Jallianwala Bagh incident take place? Perfect. 13 April 1919 is. In Quetta, peasants wanted tax exemption for 1 year due to. Exactly. Crop failure makes sense. The moderates wanted the British to leave India immediately. Nice work. False fits perfectly. When did the India's first freedom fight start? Or was for. Well picked. 1857. Gandhiji sent a letter to Viceroy Irwin stating Dash demands. Excellent. 11 is well reasoned. On Dash Day, the infamous Jallianwala Bagh incident took place. Strong choice. 13 April is right. Gandhi launched the following Satyagraha against Rowlatt Act. Exactly. Jan Hartel makes sense. The resolution of Purna Swaraj was adopted at which session? On track. Lahore Congress is correct. Identify the starting and ending point of Gandhi's Salt March.
Great job. Sabarmati to Dandi is accurate.
Mahatma Gandhi returned from South Africa to India during dash. You got it. January 1915 fits. Second Round Table Conference was held in December dash. Correct response. 1931. As per the census of 1921, millions of people died due to dash. Right again. Epidemic and famines is valid. In which year did Gandhi G return to India from South Africa? Well done. 1915 is right. Who organized the Dalits into the Depressed Class Association? Good job. B.R. Ambedkar works well. The members of the Congress from 1885 to 1905 were known as the Clear logic. Moderates is sound. The Round Table Conference, which was boycotted by the Congress. Well picked. First is correct. When and where was the Second Round Table Conference organized? Smart pick. 1931 in London is correct. In which movement there was large-scale participation of women? Well reasoned. Civil disobedience movement is correct. In 1917, Gandhiji organized a peasant satyagraha movement in dash. Nice work. Kheda in Gujarat fits perfectly. Ambedkar and Gandhiji signed Pune Pact on September dash. 1932 is true. Most political associations were led by English-educated lawyers. Solid response. True is valid. Which leader was assaulted and later died during peaceful protest? You're right. Lala Lajpat Rai is correct. Name the leader who led civil disobedience movement in Peshawar. Good thinking. Abdul Ghaffar Khan is right. When was non-cooperation movement and Khilafat movement launched? Right choice. 1920 is best. How many demands did Mahatma Gandhi mention in the letter to Irwin? Great thinking. 11 is right. What do lion and elephant symbolize in the picture of Bharat Mata? Nice selection. Power and authority is correct. The Ilbert Bill provided for the trial of Indians by Indian judges. You chose false? Correct. Labor that villagers were forced to contribute without any payment. Correct. Both is spot on. Swadeshi movement in Bengal. A tricolor flag had -8 lotuses. Bravo, eat is the answer. During the partition of India, which religious group fled to Pakistan? Perfect. Muslims is the one. Indianization, it was believed, would reduce drain of wealth to England. Nicely done. True is solid. Which British officer opened fire at the Jallianwala Bagh congregation? Excellent choice. General Dyer is right. Which Western country controlled India until its independence in 1947? Sharp thinking. Great Britain is right. Violation of salt tax by Gandhi led to the civil disobedience movement. Smart move. True is accurate answer. In which session of Congress was the demand of Purna Swaraj formalized? You got it. Lahore session fits. The non-cooperation movement began on which one of the following dates? January 1921 is true. There was an Indian members in Simon Commission when it arrived to India. Correct. False is spot on. Name the process by which the colonial state forced people join the army. Clear logic. Forced recruitment is sound. Which party did not boycott the council elections held in the year 1921? Strong choice. Justice Party is right. The Indian National Congress held its first meeting with 72 delegates in. Well picked. 1885 is correct. In dash movement, women participated in large number for the first time. Excellent choice. Civil disobedience movement is right. During the First World War, the Indian industrialists suffered huge loss. Great job. False is accurate. Dash on the streets became a common feature during the national movement. On track. Mass processions is correct. In Kheda, in Gujarat, due to which epidemic peasants could not pay revenue. Nicely done. Plague epidemic is solid. Who visualized and depicted the image of Bharat Mata through a painting? Sharp thinking. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay is right. Which one of the following is the most visible institution in a democracy? Good thinking. Political party is right. The method of mass agitation followed by Gandhiji for Indian independence. Exactly. Satyagraha makes sense. When did Dridika Ambedkar organized Dalits into Depressed Classes Association? 1830 is the one. The new Tory government in Britain constituted a statutory commission under. Correct response. Sir John Simon is accurate. From which session Gandhiji announced the start of non-cooperation movement? Bravo! Calcutta is the answer. A person who is strongly committed to a party, group or faction is known as. Good job. Partisan works well. In which Congress session the idea of non-cooperation programming was adopted? Smart move. Nagpur is accurate answer. Baba Ramachandra and Jawaharlal Nehru headed Odd Kisan Sabha. True or false? Smart pick. True is correct. The resolution of Purna Swaraj was adopted at which session of the Congress? You chose Lahore. Correct. After or from which movement Ras Bihari Bose got to establish Azad Hind Sina? You're right. Quit India movement is correct. What created a new economic and political situation in India during 1913-1918? Solid response. War is valid. Gandhiji's idea, which emphasized truth and non-violence, is referred as Swaraj. Right choice. False is best. First session of the Congress was conducted under the leadership of Dash. E. Dash. Nice selection. W.C. Banerjee is correct. Mahatma Gandhi believed that the Dharma of non-violence could not unite Indians. Excellent. False is well reasoned. The tricolour flag had dash lotuses representing dash provinces of British India. Great thinking. 8 is right. When was the foundation of the Hindustan Socialist Republican Army found? Nice work. 1928 fits perfectly. Abdul Ghaffar Khan, a devout disciple of Mahatma Gandhi, was arrested in April 1931.
Well done. False is right.
Who published The Folklore of Southern India? A collection of Tamil folk tales.
Well reasoned. Nuts. Shastri is correct.
Justice Party, a non-Brahmin movement, was transformed into Dash, a political party.
Right again. Dravid Progress Corporation is valid. True or false? Political parties act as a link between government and the people. You got it. True fits. Gandhiji in 1919 decided to launch a nationwide satyagraha against the proposed Dash. Clear logic. Rowlatt Act is sound.
Through the First World War, the prices of the taxes were doubling within Dash years.
Sharp thinking. 1930-1918 is right.
In February Dash, Mahatma Gandhi decided to withdraw the non-cooperation movement.
1922 fits perfectly. Mahatma Gandhi was accompanied by Dash volunteers and covered Dash and miles in 24 days. Excellent choice. 78-240 is right. In Gudam Hills, Alluri, Sitaram, Raju led the rebellion of the tribal peasants against. Correct. Forest Act and Bigar is spot on. Dash of the Hindu Mahasabha strongly opposed efforts to compromise with Muslim League. Right choice. Cheer is best. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar organized the Dalits into the Depressed Classes Association in 1930. Nice selection. True is correct.
A form of demonstration where people block the entrance of a shop, factory, or office.
Right again. Picketing is valid. In which book of Gandhi did he write about the theory behind non-cooperation movement? You're right. Hind Swaraj is correct. The Congress passed resolution to begin non-cooperation movement at the Dash session. Great thinking. 1920 Najpur is right. What did Lord Irwin promise to India in 1929 before the second roundtable conference? Perfect. Dominion status is the one. The infamous Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place when there was an annual Dash fair. Smart pick. Crutch is correct. Non-cooperation movement was adopted in the Dash session of Congress in December 1920. Good job, Nagpur works well. True or false? Political parties are responsible for organizing elections in a country. On track. False is correct. After what date? If the 11 demands were not fulfilled, Gandhiji would start Salt March. Great job. 11 March is accurate. What were the three colors on the tricolor flag during the Swadeshi movement in Bengal? Well reasoned. Red, green, and yellow is correct. Who was responsible for organizing Dalits into the Depressed Class Association in 1930? Bravo, B.R. Ambedkar is the answer. Local leaders were picked up from Dashi and Mahatma Gandhi was barred from entering Dash. Valid point. Amritsar, Delhi is true. Mahatma Gandhi sent a letter to Viceroy Irwin on the 31st January 1930 stating Dash demands. Smart move. Leving is accurate answer. As an event, Quit India movement is near to which of the following international events? Nicely done. World War L is solid. A retired civil servant played an important role in the formation of the Congress. He was well picked to the Hume is correct. Which country was humiliated during the First World War, which led to the Khilafat movement? Good thinking. Turkey is right. The struggle that unfolded after the announcement of the partition of Bengal was called the A. You chose Swadeshi movement. Correct? What kind of movement was launched by the tribal peasants of Gudam Hills in Andhra Pradesh? Well done. Militant guerrilla movement is right. The proposal of non-cooperation movement was passed by Congress in the meeting held at Dash. Solid response. Nagpur is valid. Under which act the plantations workers of Assam were not permitted to leave the tea garden? Exactly. The Inland Emigration Act makes sense. Who said, the Swaraj will not come for 100 years if untouchability is not eliminated? Correct response. Mahatma Gandhi is accurate. By October, the Dash was set up headed by Jawaharlal Nehru, Baba Ramchandra, and a few others. Strong choice. Ode Kisan Sabha is right. In the late 19th century, which ideas were revived through a movement to develop nationalism? Excellent. Folklore and songs is well reasoned. Mention the quality of Arya Vamsa that were admired by foreign travelers in early times. You're right. Courage, truthfulness, and modesty is correct. Who among the following was associated with the formation of Swaraj Party within the Congress? Nice selection. Motilal Nehru is correct. Which one of the following political parties was founded by reviving the Bharatiya Jana Sangha? Ooh. Correct. Bharatiya Janata Party is spot on. The Indian nationalists wanted the civil service exams to be held in London, as well as in India. Sharp thinking. True is right. The Salt Satyagraha would begin on the 12th March and end in Dandi, with Gandhi breaking the Salt Act on. Perfect. Then 12 April is the one. In which of the following places did Mahatma Gandhi organize Satyagraha for the first time in India? Nice work. Champaran fits perfectly. Which province did not boycott the council elections after the beginning of non-cooperation movement? Well reasoned. Madras is correct. State whether the following statement is true or false. Gandhiji relaunched the non-cooperation movement. Right choice. False is best. Krar Das and Motilal Nehru formed the Dash within the Congress to argue for a return to council politics. Great job. Swaraj Party is accurate. A political party has 3 components. Which of the following is not a component of a political party? Bravo. Election symbol is the answer. In Dash, Gandhiji organized a satyagraha to support the peasants of the Kheda district of Gujarat. Great thinking. 1917 is. Which one of the following viceroys announced a vague offer of dominion status for India in October 1929? Correct response. Lord Irwin is accurate. Name the party of the non-Brahmins which felt that entering the council was one way of gaining some power. Valid point. Justice Party is true. Which one of the following methods were used by Mahatma Gandhi to fight the racist regime in South Africa? Smart pick. Satyagraha is correct. Some seats in the council were reserved for Muslims who would be elected by Muslim voters. This is known as you chose separate electorate. Correct. According to the census of Dash, 12 to 13 million people perished as a result of famines and the epidemic. Nicely done. 1921 is solid. This glorious time in the view of leaders was not followed by a history of decline. When India was colonized. Well picked. False is correct. The 4-volume collection of Tamil folk tales, The Folklore of Southern India, was published by Natesa Sastry. You got it. True fits. Which industrialist attacked colonial control over Indian economy and supported the civil disobedience movement? On track. Purushottamdas Thakurdas is correct. The Salt March was also called the Dash because all the people were joining the procession wearing white khadi. Excellent. The white flowing river is well reasoned. Match the following. Clear logic. I is sound. In 1916, he traveled to Dash in Bihar to inspire the peasants to struggle against the oppressive plantation system. Good job. Champaran works well. The give picture depicts. Excellent choice. Dandy March is right. New symbols and icons, new songs and ideas created conflicts between communities and repressed the links between them. Exactly. False makes sense. The Rowlatt Act had been hurriedly passed through the Dash Council, despite the united opposition of the Indian members. Good thinking. Imperial legislative is right. Changing party allegiance from the party under which a person got elected to a different party. Smart move. Defection is accurate answer. Hind Swaj was written by. Well done. Mahatma Gandhi is right. The Congress under Dash tried to forge groups together within one movement, but the unity did not emerge without conflict. Solid response. Mahatma Gandhi is valid. Ian, in which of the following Indian National Congress sessions was the demand of Purna Swaraj formalized in December 1929? Right again. Lahore session is valid. Arrange the following in chronological order. 1. Rowlatt Act 2. Kira Satyagraha 3. Champaran Movement 4. Ahmedabad Mills Strike. Strong choice. 4312 is right. Mahatma Gandhi wanted non-violent civil disobedience against such unjust laws, which would start with a hartal on the 6th April. Well picked. True is correct. Under the Inland Emigration Act of 1859, plantation workers were not permitted to leave the tea gardens without permission. Smart pick. True is correct. State whether true or false industrial working class did not participate in the civil disobedience movement in large numbers. Correct response. True is accurate. In Dash, and as in many other colonies, the growth of modern nationalism is intimately connected to the anti-colonial movement. Excellent. India is well reasoned.
At the Congress session at Dash in December 1920, a compromise was worked out and the non-cooperation program was adopted.
Valid point. Nakba is true. A form of demonstration used in the non-cooperation movement in which people blocked the entrance to a shop, factory or offices. Great thinking. picketing is right. Where was Gandhi's ashram located? Sharp thinking. Sabarmat is right. Mahatma Gandhi had come back from Dash, where he had successfully fought the racist regime with a novel method of mass agitation. You chose South Africa. Correct. What was imposed by General Dyer? Strong choice. Martial law is right. Which of the following agreements gave reserved seats to the depressed classes in provincial and central legislative councils? Exactly. Pune Pact makes sense. Identify the famous freedom fighter. Great job. Bal Gangadhar Tilak is accurate. The industrial working classes did not participate in the civil disobedience movement in large numbers, except in the Dash region. Nice selection. Nagpur is correct. Who painted this image of Bharat Mata? Nice work. Abanindranath Tagore fits perfectly. The Dandi March, also known as the Salt Satyagraha, began on the 12 March Dash and was an important part of the Indian independence movement. Perfect. 1930 is on Dash. The police in Amritsar fired upon a peaceful procession, provoking widespread attacks on banks, post offices and railway stations. Good thinking. 10 April is right. A significant and unique feature of the civil disobedience movement, which lacked in the non-cooperation movement, was the participation of. You got it? Women fits. The refusal to deal and associate with people, or participate in activities, or buy and use things, usually a form of protest, is known as Dash. Correct. Boycott is spot on.
In which year Gandhiji sent a letter to Viceroy?
Well done. 1930 is right. In which city Jallianwala Bagh tragedy took place? Clear logic. Amritsar is sound. Any party with 6% of total votes in Lok Sabha or assembly elections in 4 states and wins at least 4 seats in Lok Sabha is recognized as Dash. Well reasoned. National Party is correct. Who was the leader of the peasant movements of Awadh? Bravo. Father Ramchandra is the answer. What was the distance Gandhi walked during the Salt March? A. The distance from Sabarmati Ashram to the coast of Dandi. How much time did he take? Right choice. 240 miles, 24 days is best. At which place did Gandhiji make salt out of seawater? Solid response. Giving is valid. At which place Congress session of September 1920 held? Right again. Calcutta is valid. In the years after 1925, we see the national movement spreading to new areas, incorporating new social groups, and developing new modes of struggle. Nicely done. False is solid. In December 1929, under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru, the Dash Congress formalized the demand of Purna Swaraj, or full independence for India. Excellent choice. Lahore is right. By the end of Dash century, many Indians began feeling that, to instill a sense of pride in the nation, Indian history had to be thought about differently. You're right. None of the above is correct. Champaran Satyagraha was launched by Gandhiji against. On track. Indigo planters is correct. In which year did Gandhiji return to India from South Africa? Smart move. January 1915 is accurate answer.
Under whose presidency the Congress formalized Purna Swaraj?
Good job. Jawaharlal works well.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Well picked. Contact Narayan Changda on Facebook is correct.